is what you then everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air.
Everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air.
Oh, expect this, man.
Yeah, yeah. You want me to ride for you, baby? Think I'd probably die. Wait a minute, someone tell me why I can't ever get you off my mind. Wait, I ain't got no time to be feeling this way about my grind. Don't know how to take it. All I want is you, babe. All I want is you, babe. I'm just waiting on our group, babe. Yeah. You make me feel some type of way when you put me in my place. And your hands around my waist. Got that look all on your face. Whoa. Ooh, your swag and your ego. Better not slip, better hold on. Better not flip on me, home bro. I'ma look crazy and you know it. And you know it. Yeah. Don't make me ride down on you like I don't even know you. Known to be loyal, don't take much to diss on you. Make me ride down on you. Don't make me ride down on you. Ride down on you. Don't make me ride down on you. You want me to ride? You say that you only mine. You say I hope you ain't feeding me no lie. I hope it no lie. You don't have to see me outside. Come on, don't need no day. Need you to be yeah. Money get paid. Don't get sent to your grave. Don't need no day. Need you to be yeah. Money get paid. Don't get sent to your grave. Make me ride down on you like I don't even know you. Known to be loyal, don't take much to diss on you. Make me ride down on you. Don't make me ride down on you. I ain't got no time to be playing no games. I'm on my grind. I can't even fake it. Wanna be with you, babe. Wanna be. I ain't never been a fool. I ain't never been a fool. I get so weak all in my knees when you holding on to me. You be smelling way too good, and you know I like 'em hood. Ooh, you swagging your ego. Better not slip, better hold on. Better not flip on me, home bro. I'ma look crazy and you know it. Yeah. And you know it. Yeah. Don't make me ride down on you like I don't even know you. Known to be loyal, don't take much to diss on you. Make me ride down on you. Don't make me ride down on you. Don't make me ride down on you like I don't even
Sir, soda?
I'm all right, thanks.
A well-mannered group, aren't they? You notice their good manners right away. Good manners make good first impressions. And because your manners are showing all the time, they have a lot to do with how well people like you.
And now I'm on the verge of cursing these rappers out in a timely manner though, so I'm watching my mouth. So respectfully disrespectful, I had to kick them out. I'm not polite, I'm rich like many watch at night. Boy, that's bright, Jimmy Neutron, I'm Dexter in the lab. Cartoons for the system written in my ink pad. The tightest flow, a verbalized kaleidoscope. I eeny, meeny, miny, mow the lawn and let the light expose snakes. It's an open, closed case, closed casket. The carnal mind is death delivered in a bread basket. These soul assassins handing out directions, I won't have it. The least that I can do is spread truth, removing havoc. As wise kingdom business or a bear hug, a cactus. Either about it or you sleeping on a sandpaper mattress. Kingdom business or bear hug, a cactus. Either about it or you sleeping on a sandpaper mattress. Ouch. This is my etiquette. Check out my etiquette. This is my etiquette. Hey, welcome to my etiquette. Hey, get you some etiquette. This is my etiquette. Hey, check out my etiquette. Hey, welcome to my etiquette. And see, everything is created, I live it, I don't just say it. That understanding produces etiquette, edification. The fruit of the spirit, cool as it carries straight out the fridge. Shaking what my papa gave me whenever I face flex. I'm lifting the apex, yeah, I'm raising the bars. Cause he's risen and I'm with him, my vision is past stars. Colossians 3:1, equipping like NASCAR to fulfill the Great Commission, fruition. Rainforest like Madagascar, so we can see in the dark like a lemur. The only spot you'll spot me with my posse of believers. We rock with the Redeemer, the rock so we don't teeter. He taught us better, we are eager to give. He died one time so we don't live with beavers twice. The forks are on the left and the spoons are on the right, but the truest form of etiquette is freedom in Christ. I said the truest form of etiquette is freedom in Christ. This is my etiquette. Check out my etiquette. This is my etiquette. Hey, welcome to my etiquette. Hey, get you some etiquette. This is my etiquette. Hey, check out my etiquette. Hey, welcome to my etiquette.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, I'm Dante Payne. And that last song that you just heard was My Etiquette by Jay Woo. So that was that. That was the last song for that just came up. We got more songs on the way, so be sure to check it out. Yes. We do got more songs on the way, but be sure to check that out. But before we get back into that music, though, they good music. Make sure you support those artists, by the way. I got some baseball news. So, like I said, it's been a couple weeks. We still on a lockdown. Yeah, we still on that young lockdown, so we don't know what's exactly to happen. But lockdown, so no winter ball going on right now, no spring training. We don't even know how the injury rehabs for the people that was injured, especially for the Yankees. We don't know how their injury rehab is going right now because, like, again, lockdown. Meaning y'all can't really communicate with the players until, issues have been resolved and rectified in that lockdown. So, hey. But speaking of Yankees did add Dylan Lawson as hitting coach and assistant hitting coach Eric Chavez, who used to be a former third baseman, as well as Casey Dykes and third base outfielder coach Luis Rojas. Now that name sounds familiar because he used to be the manager, right? He used to be manager of the Mets? So they added him to the staff. They also added Travis Chapman and then assistant pitching coach Desi Drissel to the staff. So they just been adding people to Aaron Boone's staff, improving. So Aaron Boone's still going to be there, but they've been adding to that staff and continue to improve their coaching staff, and hopefully they get better, and we'll see when the season, whenever that lockdown ends. But that's what happened thus far. That's, who's been added. New manager Bob Melvin for the Mets. He added Matt Williams as third base coach and also added Brian Price as well to the staff. So only thing people are doing right now is literally just, either promoting their staff or trying to get all the front office and main coaching staff in rotation and everything revamped. So, like, the A's promoted Mark Kotsay from third baseman to manager. He was a third base coach now, and he's been with the team for a minute. Now he's the manager of the team or the head coach in some sports, but he is that guy now. And Arizona Diamondbacks, they revamped their front office with Jason McLeod. So, and then the New York Mets hired Buck Showalter as new manager. Now, as I mentioned before, MLB did meet with players a couple Thursdays ago, but it was just more for like the minor issues. It wasn't for the major issues. Some of that major issues is about the minor league. Minor league should also have a voice. Some of that issue was about the pay rate, like it's going to be scaled back. But a lot of that is because they don't really have a cap. Like basketball and football, they have caps. So that's why you get these big, stupid, huge pay rates that just huge. 10-year deal, $325 million, 12-year deal, 15-year deal. You get stuff like that. So that is what it is. That's working. We did have a couple signings that happened. Either, I should say that's officially now, but it happened right before the lockout, or it was like the last few things that really didn't get noticed. So, Freddie Gavis signed a 2-year deal with Fukama's SoftBank Hawks in, Tokyo? He going overseas to play for them. We also had Kyle Seager, who announced his retirement after 11 seasons. So he's calling it quits, and he's been with that same team for 11 seasons. Cody Bellinger signs a 1-year deal worth $17 million with Los Angeles Dodgers. And I forgot to mention, but the Pirates did add Andy Hines as his hitting coach as well. So that's what's going on with baseball thus far right now. Like I said, it's pretty slow right now with this lockout going down. And once we find out information about the lockout, I will be sure to let you know. So when I find out more information, I will give you that information. Until then, baseball quiet, y'all. It's quiet in MLB. Hopefully we get this lockout situation resolved. Hopefully issues become, people, they come together and they do the right thing, figure out what they have to do to make things happen. But like I said, we won't have no winter warm up because of the lockout. And we also had veteran outfielder Cameron Maybin. He retires after 15 seasons. So he calling it quits. And we'll see. I do got more music on the way for you guys. The next song coming up on Dragon Sports Live is from AJC and the Envelope Pushers, and it's off the Falling Star album. And the song is called Falling Star. So check it out here on Dragon Sports Live.
I saw the clouds yesterday, and it looked like it's gonna be a long one. Saw the girl of my dreams, and she looked like all that I imagined. I stood on top of the stage so high, I hope I never have to come down. Searching for forever in all of my fans' eyes. Inspirational scavenger. Do you know how to catch a falling star? It's so sad that they'll never know who you are. And I know, and your life will fade away with time. This is the fight that we fight to keep our dreams alive. Victory lives next door, but it's still not close enough. I wrote my life on this pad 1,000,000 times, feeling like I haven't seen enough. Fight with the notion this is my last time, I just might give it up. But it's all that I have when it all goes bad. Give me something to be living for. Ooh, oh. Do you know how to catch a falling star? It's so sad that they'll never know who you are. And I know, and your life will fade away with time. This is the fight that we fight to keep our dreams alive. We fight through the tears like every day is a big strife. Every verse that you rewrite, every time that you lose sight of the dream that you had in mind, you fall a little further behind. I see your face, it's alright to cry, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. Do you know how to catch a falling star? It's so sad that they'll never know who you are. And I know, and your life will fade away with time. This is the fight that we fight to keep our dreams alive. Do you know how to catch it? Do you know how to catch it? Do you know how to catch it? Falling star. Do you know how to catch it? Do you know how to catch it? Do you know how to catch it? Falling star. Do you know how to catch a falling star? It's so sad that they'll never know who you are. And I know that your life will fade away with time. This is the fight that we fight to keep our dreams alive.
Woke up to some more of these fucking text messages. What she say? Crazy thing is, you don't even want anyone on social media to know I exist. But you post pics of other women on a regular, bending another woman over with her leg wrapped around you. Just let me give your baby mama ass, and you call other baby mama bae ass. Unbelievable. Just let me get a bitch.
Told you you the one, the only my love, but it going one ear. Fly out like a dove, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see, and you'll live happily ever after with me. Carry my child to bear my name. Move in my mansion, take the keys of the range. Just let me get my point across. 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 Yo, people in our business, what I post, where I'm at, who I'm with, who is that? Fucking rats, I set the trap, miserable motherfuckers. I can't deal with that, nah. I can't deal with that, nah. I can't deal with that. Where they do that at? Beauty shops, laundromats, nail shops. Type shit is that. Type shit is that. Mind your own, get gone. Leave mine alone. For shit go wrong. Our bond is strong. Let them carry on. Can't you see they tryna fuck up our happy home? See, but it'll never be enough. No. Jealous motherfuckers. Just let me get my point across. Just let me get my point across. Just let me get my point across. Just let me get my point across.
So yeah, the reason now. Victory, victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory.
Talk about kick a man while he's down. They huddled around me and they laughed at me and told each other, ain't you glad that he's down? My misfortunes made a man happy. Beaten down and immobilized. They made bets, I said I won't survive. Some were even wishing I would croak and die, but the joke is on them to be so surprised. Through it all, I kept my hope in God. In my brokenness, he drew me closer. I can hear him tell me, I will vindicate you. Though they slander you, I will expose the lies. And then he told me, young soldier, rise. You'll fight again like the Cobra Kai. Now I'm so revived, and I'm back in my bag like I'm reaching for the leftover fries. I took shots like I was bad at boxing and pushed around like a man of mine. Been the subject of their chat and gossip and had my back stabbed with daggers lodged in. So I started plotting my revenge, but I had to stop it, cause that's obnoxious. Scripture says, vengeance is the Lord's, for my enemies it will be catastrophic. They will all get to see and prepare a table where I'll sit and eat. I tell the squad to come sit with me. My father's chefing up a fricassee. We'll hear the stomachs of the wicked crowd. They will watch as we get the feast. We'll say grace and thank the Lord, then enjoy the sweet taste of victory.
Down, but it ain't no way to keep me laying on the ground. We'll be okay. They tried to drag my name down, but I need no name. The name of God is written on me now. I got no shame, so yeah, the reason now. Victory, victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Victory, victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Victory, victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Victory, victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Told them I was out here winning. They ain't get it. I'm a warrior, my story, the Lord did it. For me and for the glory, the Lord get it. He get it. I won't bend, homie, no way. And if I do, then I won't pray. Some of these people so fake, but you already know it's no hate. I've been in heavy thought for the genre. I done seen plenty fall in the coffins. Trying to be demigods, keep rebelling. If ever God send a call, I'ma offer. Real talk, if I did move on it, wouldn't be nothing you could do about it. God over money, boy, squad up. Running with the hoes till I'm all up. Feeling like,
you been the type to hate on any light, the tennis shine, oh wait. But be careful, cause this ain't pinning right to give you light. A killer guy, don't play. You had it, you mad as the messenger. You bad, then you after one sending them. Do that and you catching the plethora. Get your crew padded, you catching too regular.
These haters pray that we will fade and cease. Laying stiff up in the great disease. We'll tell them haters that we saved the seat. Form front row about the stage to see. It's fatally slated, be treated like beta meat that's being chewed between gated teeth. Like some hungry lions stalking prey to eat. We'll attack the alphabet from A to Z. I used the gift the Savior gave to me to bring hell to havoc. A tornado rig, spitting major heat like the stuff of volcano leaks. My impact will leave craters deep. I pray that when I'm done and laid to sleep, they will say of me that I gave Satan grief. Then went to heaven with the W because the road to victory was paid for me.
Way down, but it ain't no way to keep me laying on the ground. We'll be okay. They tried to drag my name down, but I need no name. The name of God is written on me now. I got no shame, so yeah, let me be down. Victory, victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Victory, victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Victory, victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Victory, victory, victory. Tell them that I got the victory. Let's go.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. That last song you heard was Dating Victory featuring Bizzle. Be sure to check it out on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, or wherever you get your music. But be sure to check it out because it's a good song. It's going down. But speaking of victory, even though the Bucks had injuries to some of their key players, you know, they don't they go into week 18 not needing anything because they already clinched on 1 seed. They already got the division title. So now they just playing for fun. But last game, week 17, had a little interesting turn because, you know, Bucks Antonio Brown literally just took off his jersey, helmet, and gear and walked off the field. Like, basically just walked off. And Bruce Arians basically was saying he's no longer, he's not a Buck. But the Bucks haven't officially released him yet. So it's like, what's going on? What's going in mind? It was like basically he quit during the game. He basically did a, what's that? Bonte Bertez, who basically just retired at the, right at halftime, just decided to retire, call it quits. I don't know, but it was a little weird, you know. Now AB is back in the news for his antics, and yeah, a lot of people wasn't happy with that. Like, I was trying to figure out what was going on. Y'all was up, y'all was winning, so I'm like, okay, what is going on? But anyway, they had beat the Jets. Tom Brady is 31-7 versus the Jets now. And, you know, it is what it is. Hope for the best for him. Hope he gets help if he need it. But just know you got support. So we'll move on from there. Saints defense has been on point. They got another victory, and then I think they need week 18 wins for them to playoffs. So it's down to scenario time. So like Browns is eliminated, Bears is eliminated, Lions is definitely eliminated. And a couple other teams. The Raiders need to win this next game, and then they need to I think was it the Chargers or Rams to lose, something like that. I give y'all those scenarios more depth on the next show, but that's how it's basically is. It's scenario central for these teams to make the playoffs. Bears did look good in week 17, 29-3 over the Giants, and like I said, they looked it good. Ravens lose again. Basically lose another game where it's either by a point or 2 point or field goal. but they have lost 4 straight. When it came down to that, what, 6 straight? A couple of those games they won, a couple of them they lost, but a lot of their games has been decided by 2 or more. Packers clinched their 3rd straight division title, and Aaron Rodgers breaks Brett Favre's TD record with 443 passes. Actually 47 because he threw 3 touchdowns in that game, but that, he breaks that record. Now he's going after the Super Bowl, still battling a toe injury. Giants also lose Sterling Shepard to Achilles injury. And Jimmy Garoppolo, he's hopeful in return from UCL tear and chip bone in his throwing thumb. So that allowed for Trey Lance to start. Hopefully, if he's good to go, he'll play this upcoming Sunday for their final game. If not, we'll see him in the playoffs. Steelers TJ Watt, he sets single season record for sacks, and Big Ben moves into 5th all-time passing yards. And there's also 2 decades ago that the Titans, played the Steelers. But White also has 66.5 sacks, career sacks, 3rd most by a player in their first 5 years. And since 1982, Reggie White. So, that's what's up. And, that's what's going down. Pro Bowl coming up. That's coming up in February. Colts will have 7 players going to the Pro Bowl. Bears will have 2. Patriots also extend safety Adrian Phillips with a 3-year deal. And then a lot of people have been mourning due to the loss of a great, a player, a coach, a broadcaster who pretty much went from job to job, never really was without a job, and that was John Madden. We lost him. He had passed about a week ago now, so he passed. Condolences go out to the family. Hope y'all continue to play his game. And Bears also lost their insider, Jeff Dixon. He was been battling colon cancer, so like I said, my condolences go out to those families who loved ones were lost. And yeah, it still going on. A lot of teams doing moment of silence. Some teams have, like the Rays had JM on their helmets for him. So, because he used to be the former Raiders coach, he's one of the coaches that got a Super Bowl with the Raiders. So, of course, they're going to be a little bit more emotional. Hopefully, they can turn that into another win this week. And we'll see. Rose Bowl record was broken with Ohio State Utah game. Basically, it was a high score input, but Ohio State ended up winning that game against Utah. Very close thing. It came down to the wire. Good game, though. Good game. Now, for the other bowl games, like the semifinal games, I really didn't. It was a shutout. Like, it was Michigan getting demolished by, who did they play? Was it Georgia? Yeah, it was Georgia. And Alabama was steamrolling over their team. So it's like those final, hopefully the championship game is going to be a great game, which happens January 10th, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, that's January 10th for the championship game, and it's Alabama versus Georgia. So, which should be a good game. Like I said, Cincinnati was undefeated, but I think they got big hitty against Alabama because they was the only undefeated team. and got steamrolled. So hopefully the championship game should be better because it's a clash of two teams who demolish and who conquer. And, you know, other coaches are out. So Urban Meyer is out as head coach of the Jaguars after 13 games. Y'all know he's no longer there. We'll see what happens with the Bears coaching staff, front office, or whatever at the end of the season. Actually, we'll find out. Yeah. We call that Black Mondays after season end. That's when a lot of the coaching jobs open up. So best believe I'll be watching ESPN, Fox Sports Net, NBC Chicago, and I'll keep y'all guys posted on what's to come. Bengals clinch AFC North as well as their first playoff berth since 2015 with a nice comeback win over the Chiefs. Again, glad I didn't make my little bets this game because I probably would have been upset because I would have bet it for the Chiefs to win. Nope. Didn't happen. But that's what's happening in the football. NBA, WNBA, NCAA, well, WNBA. Mystics win the draft lottery, secured number 1 pick, followed by Fever, Dream, and then Liberty. And then speaking of Liberty is suspected to hire Sandy Brondello as head coach. She was the former coach of the Phoenix Mercury and also stated that she would like to stay in the WNBA or stay coaching because she's also the Opals coach, the Australian Olympic team. She's also their head coach as well. So they expected to hire her because Liberty wanted to bring in somebody who has championship quality, championship experience, and win quality. And she does have those traits for that. So congratulations for her as well, you know, getting that Liberty job. Now, Becky Hammon was named head coach of the Aces. Bill Laimbeer will focus more on the GM role instead of like coaching and GM because he was doing both. So with that hire, Becky Hammon, so this team used to be in San Antonio. It used to be the San Antonio Stars, I think. Then they moved to Las Vegas, became the Las Vegas Aces. Name change. So Becky just was with that team when they retired her jersey number, but now she's a head coach. So back where it started from for her. Congratulations, she finally gets her head coaching job, and I think she's been on the pop for the last couple of years since 2014, and I think she does a hell of a good job. Like she even coached the summer league team, so I think she'll do a great job with the Aces. And you know, right now she's gonna stay with the Spurs until closer to the season starts for WNBA. Candace Parker and her wife is expecting a child. So congratulations on her on that. And we had a lot of people, well, I should say mixed feelings with the Nets bringing Kyrie Irving back as a part-time player. So he only would play road games, would not play any of the home games. But when he came back, he was out with COVID. But now that he's back on, we'll see him lace up. And he basically gonna take it one day at a time. He want to help his team win best way possible. But like if you're gonna be part-time, I'd rather for you be there for the home games than away games, because then your fans get to see you, and then it's like they rarely get to see you because of the mandate that New York has and Brooklyn has. So it's like you only play one game. It's good that you're coming back, but just like take the step. Like you're a superstar, you're a role model. You gotta abide by the role model thing and stop taking, you know, if it's your own reasons, state those reasons. Don't sugarcoat it and just play your game. Do what you gotta do. Dallas did end up signing Isaiah Thomas to another 10-day contract. And then like Antonio Brown, we had Kevin Porter. He left the arena during the game. Altercation got heated, but Kevin Porter Jr. has been having trouble with his attitude before, so it's like we see it's an issue. So he left the arena. He didn't even travel with the team back. He just up and left. So we'll see when I get more information on that, I will let you guys know what's going on. But DeMar DeRozan, he has been on fire for the Chicago Bulls lately. 2 back-to-back buzzer beaters. You know, and then when him and Levine both came back from COVID protocols, they both scored 30 points apiece, and that hasn't been done since Pippen and Jordan. Like I said, 2 buzzer beaters. Bulls have won 8 straight games, and they're top in the East. They top of their conference right now, and they, like I said, they've been balling. They've been looking good, and I hope they continue to look good, continue to grow with each other. But I really like what I see coming from them, so I'm enjoying every last minute of it. My Celtics was struggling a little bit, but Jaylen Brown came and scored back a career high 50 points to get them a win. But like I said, my Celtics struggling. Warriors is looking good, so that's good. And Phoenix Suns coach Monty Williams, he's cleared COVID protocol, so he will be back with the team. And, you know, Ja Morant's been on the tear. Is he getting praises from Desmond Bain? He's all-star worthy performance. And this is ever since he came back from injury. We got Miami visiting Portland after Simon's 43-point showing. And Oklahoma City plays Minnesota on a 3-game road slide. So, them games that's coming up. We also got Warriors Mavericks coming up. So it is what it is. Got some good games coming up for y'all. I'm hoping to see. I'm excited. And, you know, Young, he came back from protocol and he scored his season best 56 points in a loss, which is tough. Like, it's never tough when you score that many points and you still lose. It's tough. Sources say that optimism that Clay will return Sunday. So I'm excited for that, to see that. And y'all know Rondo was traded to the Cavaliers. And that helps, basically trading Rondo, Frank Vogel said it helps Lakers' flexibility. So, it is what it is. But that's all I got for you guys this week. So, stay tuned and rock with me with another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, signing off. Until the next show. Deuce.